everyone, welcome back to Great Sports Debates. We got week 14 picks. You better get your wallets out. We only got a few weeks left. As you know, if you follow the picks on the pro level membership, 6-0 on all those bets that we gave you for multi-unit. About to be 7-0 once Jacksonville takes care of business on tonight. So with all that being said, let me give you the new picks to jump on right now to keep that money rolling in. Starting with Thursday Night Football, I feel like this week there's just a lot of good picks. This might be the best week out there, and that's coming with several weeks we went undefeated on runs for you. Here's one of them right here. The Patriots at the Steelers. Steelers are favored by 6. There's so many ways you can do this. You can tease this down to a pick 'em. You can take the under, which is like the lowest number I've ever seen it open at, 31.5. But I really feel like 2010 is kind of the high scoring side or the high scoring possibility of this. I could see a smaller scoring closer game. I could see the Patriots not even getting 10. So I feel like the under is very good bet. I like the Steelers -6, and I definitely really like them being teased here. Lots of ways to bet. Even when the same game parlays come out, I think there's going to be some good picks there as well. And that's just Thursday. So moving into the rest of the slate, we got the Panthers at the Saints. I got a score here, 24-19. So even though my score says I would go with the Panthers, I would still lean with the Saints -5.5. This is probably an avoid. Mainly being just because there's so many better bets out there. Next up, we got the Rams at the Ravens. I went Ravens 26, Rams 21 here. I feel like with +7, I would definitely go Rams side. I don't know if that's going to be worthy of a bet with everything else we played so far, but that is something that's in consideration with the Rams +7 here. Okay, like I said, this is a really good week. So I'm going to wait, even if I lose a little bit points-wise on the spread. But I feel like Cincinnati is going to be a lot worse than Indianapolis with their backup quarterback. But I'm going to watch Monday night's game before I place a bet on this. But I definitely feel like there's going to be a bet one way or the other unless Cincinnati really surprises me during this game. So, you know, if you want value, you can lock in on Colts -2.5 now. I might be fine with, giving away a few more points just to watch Cincinnati play. Maybe something that I bet in game if I see Cincinnati's offense looking really bad and stagnant. But Indianapolis has been able to score all year. Cincinnati has not looked good without Burrow in general. So I think 2.5 is a pretty small number, even with the game being at Cincinnati. So lots of value here, maybe a multiple unit bet. You can place it now, or you can wait till during or after the Monday night game, but that line might not be the same. Okay, another one that I like, another one that I kind of want to wait on is Jags at the Browns. I feel like -3 is just a small number. I feel like Jacksonville's they're like a touchdown better than Cleveland. Especially their situation at quarterback right now, their inability to score. I know Cleveland's defense is good, but I feel like Jacksonville's going to put up points regardless of who they go against. So maybe you want to wait and watch the Monday night game in review, but Jacksonville -3 sure seems like a good bet to me right now. All right, so this one I thought I might be leaning Chicago side. I thought Detroit might come out as a bigger favorite here. But if you look at the last several games, and I don't know the scores, I'm just kind of going off memory here, but Chicago's played Detroit close like pretty much every time, even though Detroit's won the majority of them. And the reason being is Justin Fields. They don't deal with the running quarterbacks very well. I think Detroit's still going to score their points, and they could win in a blowout. I think they probably will win by at least 3.5, so I'd consider Detroit there. But I think the Bears are going to move the ball and score some points too. So Lions minus 3.5. Good to go. All right, we got the Bucks at Atlanta minus 2.5. I know the score only shows a 4-point difference, but I do feel like Atlanta minus 2.5 is pretty good value here. So not one that I placed the bet on yet. Pro level members can see where I wind up going with this game, but I definitely lean towards Atlanta right now. Okay, again, and this is why, maybe some of these things that I normally bet I'm just considering right now, because I've already laid out a bunch of money this week, and you can see everything that we've placed in the pro level membership. But the Texans minus 6 against the Jets, it's just not a big enough spread. Houston's going to score. The Jets can't score at all. They've tried their fourth quarterback option. The offense is only getting worse. I got 27-12, and I feel like 12 is kind of like best case scenario for the Jets at this point. 6 is just too small of a number. So you could tease it here, but I would just take the minus 6 straight because, get a little bit extra value in your money. You don't have to tie this to somebody else. The Texans should definitely cover 6 points here. This one just feels like a multiple unit bet. All right. Now, I know if you look at the score, you're thinking I'm just playing the line here. I try to make all these scores before I see the line. Sometimes I can't help it. But, I put San Francisco 31-20. They're at home. I feel like they're going to win by at least this much. So I definitely lean San Francisco here. I don't know if I'm actually going to place a bet on it. I feel like typically I would. But with so many good bets and so many things we're doing multiple units on, this one I might not bet, but I'm not going to call it avoid. I call it lean San Francisco minus 10.5. This is also a good consideration for teaser bets for some people. It's not the long teaser or whatever, but you do cross the 10 and the 7. All right, next up we got Minnesota at the Raiders. I'm going to avoid this game. I wasn't really confident with where I had for the scoring here. I went Minnesota 23-21. The Raiders don't typically get much over 21 points. So I don't know if Minnesota's going to quite get to 23. But with the Raiders at home and getting 3 points, I would lean Raiders this way. But this one's going to be an avoid for me. Okay, the next one, I got the Bills at Kansas City. Kansas City's at home minus 2.5, which is just a head scratcher to me. I know I only have the score showing Kansas City winning by 3, but I still bet Kansas City minus 2.5 anyhow. I just feel like Kansas City minus under 3 at home is almost automatic. And this isn't to say, a lot of times I avoid the Bills games because this isn't to say that the Bills can't win. I just feel like there's too much value to not bet Kansas City minus 2.5. All right, next up we got Denver at the Chargers. And I know the Chargers are at home, but they don't really have much of a home field advantage. Denver's getting 2.5. I think there's a good chance Denver wins this game outright. I would, if I was picking the game straight, probably lean slightly towards Denver. So with them getting 2.5, I feel like that's a pretty good bet. This is also a good candidate for a round robin. So if you look at our pro level membership, you can see what we did with that one. But there's definitely lots of money to make on this game. This line's going to change, I'm sure of it. All right, moving into Sunday Night Football, we got the big game that everyone's interested in. And I've already got pinged on this game by several people looking for the early number. They're like, hey, is this right? Why this? It doesn't make sense to me either. I know the game at Philly was close, like 4 or 5 point game. And I know the Eagles just lost. So that's in people's mind. Let's not forget that Dallas got blasted by the same San Francisco team. And Philly's still going to be able to run the ball on Dallas eventually. So I like Philly to win this game straight up. The fact that they're getting 3.5 points makes this a lock for me. I'm not going to say that there's no chance that Dallas can win, but I definitely like 3.5 points. There's several bets we've made on this. If you want to see all that, check the pro level membership. But again, this is another game that you can jump on now and get some money behind. Monday Night Football, like I said, this is probably the best week I've seen. You know, maybe I'm missing something. Let me know what you think in the comment section. But this is just another game where I feel like there is a lot of value. Green Bay minus 6.5 at the Giants. You know, Green Bay's going to win by at least a touchdown. I mean, I got them winning, you know, on our score 27-18. I know it doesn't sound like a big difference, 9 points, but I just don't see a lot of scenarios where the Giants stay within a touchdown of Green Bay. So I really like this game a lot. Take Green Bay minus the points. And on the second Monday night game, we got Tennessee at Miami. I'm going to avoid this one, at least on the straight number. There's a couple other things we've looked at and we're considering, so check it out in the Pro Level membership if you're interested. But I got the score Tennessee 20, Miami 31. In theory, with the line being 13, that would say I'm on Tennessee. There's no way. If I had to pick this game with the line, I'm taking Miami minus the 13, despite the number score that I picked. But it's just too many points. I know Miami's been crushing teams lately, and they might crush Tennessee too. But I'm just going to avoid that. There's so much good games to bet, so many different bets. So again, you know, not to make a big pitch, but you know, the Pro Level membership is not a big cost. Check it out. You're unlocking a lot of bets this week, and lots of money to be made. So let me know too, for those that are members, what you think I need to add. If there's anything you want, we want to try to make sure you guys have that. And let's wrap the pick segments up with the last bye week of the season. We got Arizona and Washington. I believe those are the last two byes. I think next week we start getting the Saturday games and all that fun. But hopefully this helps you guys out. Let me know what picks you like. Let me know if you have any question. And comment down if you think there's a pick that I missed or who you like and why. And we'll keep rolling this money together. Thanks a lot for watching.